Estrilon, Sean Yao, and Pauline Versosa. On play-by-play, if you want a little timeout from the hard news, well, we got the latest scores from the NBA, plus an update, as Sean said, the Sabrina Ionescu Tour.
And we've also got the results from the play-in tournament of the PVL All-Filipino Conference.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Denise Tan, sitting in for Cheska Liton-Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the Shohei puts it on. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuck in another one. Bacunas rejecting Esteban for the
Well, don't give the MVP trophy just yet to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Why? Because his closest rival, Nikola Jokic, delivers a statement game as the Denver Nuggets get a quick revenge on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Joker posted a near triple-double here, 35 points, 18 rebounds, and 8 assists in Denver's 140-127 bounce-back win over OKC. Jamal Murray added 34 markers and 6 dimes. The Nuggets' strong response comes just a day after getting a 24-point beatdown against the Thunder. OKC did play the second half without Jalen Williams after he suffered a hip strain in the second period. SGA finished with 25 points for the Thunder, a 15-point drop from yesterday's 40 pace. The Thunder still lead the West, though, with 53 wins and 12 losses. The Nuggets are back in second place with 42 victories against 23 defeats. Here's Denver head coach Mike Malone sharing how they were able to limit SGA's production this time around.
The best way to stop a great player is don't let him get the ball. And if he has the ball, to get the ball out of his hands and force other guys to step up and beat you. And obviously, you live with Lou Dort making 8 threes. You live with some of these other guys making threes. We have to do a better job of rebounding. Gave him 13 offensive rebounds for 22 points. But each team in this league, and I learned this when I came in the league with Jeff Van Gundy, you have your base defense and you have great player defense. And you can't guard a great player with your base defense. You have to give him something different. And we're able to do that today. And this time around, it was effective. And to go 2-2 against the #1 seed in the West is, speaks a lot about that group in there. Couldn't be more proud of them.
Well, just like the Joker, Ja Morant delivers a double-double in the Memphis Grizzlies' thrilling comeback win over the Phoenix Suns. Ja posted 29 points and 12 assists to help the Grizz overcome an early 16-point hole en route to a 120-118 dub. The high-flying guard stepped up in the absence of All-Star big man Jaren Jackson Jr., who's still nursing a sprained ankle. Memphis rookie Cam Spencer also came up big as he finished with 16 markers, including a pair of crucial free throws that sealed the win. The Suns were also without one of its key players in Bradley Beal, but they did have Kevin Durant. The Slim Reaper finished with a game-high 35 points, but missed a potential game-winning 3 at the buzzer. With a 30-35 win-loss slate, Phoenix is now 2.5 games behind the final spot in the West Play-in tournament. Memphis is 4th in the conference with 41 victories and 24 setbacks. After the game, Grizzlies head coach Taylor Jenkins praised Spencer and the rest of his team for a winning effort.
Unbelievable. So proud of that kid, all the work he's been putting in, daily, even when he was out with the injuries, running stairs, he's working on his offhand stuff. He is so competitive. The work he put in with the hustle, play groups, watching other guys work out just to learn things. And I thought our group just played with great rhythm tonight. He was doing a great job playing with pace, moving on the perimeter, getting to his spots. I mean, I thought Ja was phenomenal in his setups tonight. I mean, he knew they were going to be shrinking the court. 12 assists, had even potential more. Found him a few times, found Jay a few times. You know, we just played collective great basketball in some certain sequences throughout. Obviously want more for sure, but Cam was phenomenal. I thought he was competing his tail off defensively, you know, getting the crowd into it, trying to make winning plays, competitive plays. He had a huge impact on the game tonight.
Just days ago, the Los Angeles Lakers were on cloud nine with an 8-game winning streak. But today, they hit the hard court without several key players and eventually losing to the Brooklyn Nets. Final score here, 111-108, as the Lake Show played without LeBron James, who's sidelined with a groin injury. The Purple and Gold also missed the services of Rui Hachimura, Jackson Hayes, and Dorian Finney-Smith, all due to respective ailments. Noah Clowney led the Nets with 19 points, including the dagger and one that gave Brooklyn a 5-point cushion with 9 seconds left to play. Luka Doncic tried to carry the Lakers with a triple-double of 22 markers, 12 rebounds, and as many assists. But he shot poorly from the field, making just 8 out of his 26 attempts in the loss. The Lakers have now lost back-to-back games and have dropped to third in the West with 40 victories and 23 defeats. The Nets, meanwhile, snap a 7-game skid. They're 4.5 games behind the final spot in the East play-in, having a 22-42 win-loss card.
As for the Charlotte Hornets, they scored a comeback win over the Miami Heat in South Beach. The Hornets rallied from 17 points down in the first half for the 105-102 victory. Miles Bridges was the hero of that game. The athletic forward caught the fire and dropped 35 points, including 2 threes and a couple of nerve-wracking free throws, with 1 minute and 15 seconds left to secure the dub. The game wasn't decided up until the final second, as the Heat had 2 chances to tie the game. Unfortunately for them, Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero both missed each of their attempts. This is the 3rd time this month that Miami crumbled at home after leading by at least 17 points. The Heat have lost 4 in a row and dropped to 9th place in the East with 29 victories and 35 defeats. The Hornets improved to 16 wins and 48 losses, but are still 2nd worst in the conference.
8 more NBA games for you tonight.
And here are the results. A.J. Lawson scores a career-high 32 points to lead his hometown team Toronto Raptors to a 119-104 win over the Washington Wizards. Sam Hauser also hits a new career-best of 33 markers on 9 threes to lead the Boston Celtics past the Utah Jazz 114-108. With Trae Young out, Dyson Daniels toes the Atlanta Hawks past the Philadelphia 76ers 132-123. The Houston Rockets shut down the Orlando Magic 97-84 for their 3rd straight win.
Meanwhile, the Chicago Bulls also notched their 3rd consecutive victory by beating the Indiana Pacers 121-103. The depleted Dallas Mavericks rallied to defeat the San Antonio Spurs 133-129, snapping their 5-game skid. As Steph Curry moves to within 2 3-pointers from becoming the first to 4,000 threes in a Golden State Warriors 130-120 dub over the Portland Trail Blazers. And lastly, 3 Knicks score at least 20 as New York overpowers the Sacramento Kings 133-104. Coming up here on the show, Sabrina Ionescu continues the Manila stop of her Asian tour today. Catch the latest on that story and a lot more when Play-by-Play returns only here on One News. And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play only on One News. It's been a busy tour so far for WNBA superstar Sabrina Ionescu.
And day 2 just wrapped up, and to tell us more about the tour, including today's festivities, we've got mobile journalist Denise Valdesancho. Denise, good evening. What's the latest?
Denise, Andre, Sabrina Ionescu was surely greeted the Filipino way as fans welcomed her yesterday at the house of Sabrina at 94th, followed by a basketball cap at the Nike courtyard. In an interview today, the WNBA star talked about her love for the Filipino basketball culture.
Yeah, I think my favorite experience from being here is the basketball culture and being able to see the support that the fans have showed, how nice everyone is, the food's amazing, the weather's been good so far. And so, I would say just being able to be here in person and take it all in has been the most exciting part.
The WNBA champion also mentioned the impact of the league in women's basketball. Despite the huge progress, she acknowledged the challenges women in basketball still face till now.
Yeah, I mean, it's been huge to see the growth in such a short amount of time, and obviously being a part of this league and being able to kind of see it firsthand is really exciting from when I came in to where I'm at now. So it's been really fun to see how investment has really played a huge role in where we're at right now, and knowing that that's not only in the WNBA and in the NCAA, obviously in the United States, but I think that can take on a life of its own in different countries, and you can't settle. And obviously we're at the point where we're at in women's sports and basketball, but we're far kind of, to where we want to go. There's still so much more that we want to accomplish, and continuing to fight for equality and continuing to grow the game in different areas aside from the United States. And so for us, it's kind of that understanding of enjoying the moment where you're at right now, but not being satisfied with just that and wanting to continue to get better.
Earlier this afternoon, Sabrina spent time with selected local collegiate and pro basketball stars in the Show Her Love basketball showcase at the Araneta Coliseum. A performance tribute featured the likes of volleyball stars Eliza Valdez and hooper Camila Clarin, followed by an exhibition match between Team Puso, led by L.A. Tenorio, and Team Laban, led by Paul Lee. Part of Team Puso's roster included Casey De La Rosa, Aliana Lim, Richie Rivero, and Renz Abando. Meanwhile, Chris Newsom, Harold Alarcon, Japeth Aguilar, and Luna Ozar were among those who joined forces for Team Laban. Team Puso ended the halftime with a 12-point lead, 49-37, with Sabrina as part of Team Laban in the first half. Team Puso went home with a win, 79-69, while the losing team suffered the consequence of Classic Lusutan. Meanwhile, Triple Bs were hailed as the Show Her Love champions after their exhibition match with Team Honor. Two-time UAAP MVP Casey De La Rosa brought home the MVP title. And Denise, the day was capped off with Sabrina's three-point shootout showdown with Janine Pantejos, Luisa San Juan, Kate Castillo, and Marshall Lassiter. Andre, Denise.
Thank you again. That was our mobile journalist, Denise Valdesancho. Now moving on to the PBA, TNT Tropang Giga head coach Shot Reyes braces for the tough battle against the retooled Barangay Ginebra San Miguel Gin Kings in the Commissioner's Cup Finals. Reyes says his team understands how big a challenge it is to face Ginebra for a championship for the second straight conference. TNT will be without its veteran floor leader, Jason Castro. He's out for the season due to a right knee injury he sustained in the semifinal series against the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. The Tropang Giga will also need to adjust with the Gin Kings getting Jamie Malonzo back, someone TNT did not have to deal with during their initial matchup in the Governor's Cup Finals. Coach Schott says in order to at least have a chance to beat the crowd favorites, TNT has to play at their best. For now, they will use the week-long break to get their bearings tightened for Game 1 on Friday, March 14.
Look at the other side. We're playing against the national team. They have the first 5 of Gilas over there. So that's a huge advantage. And I think that's something that's going to be a real challenge for us. We know the enormity of the challenge before us. So our work is cut out for us, and like I said, all we can hope for is really play at our best, because if we don't play at our best, we have no chance. Even if we play our best, it's not yet 100%. It's still not sure, but at least I think we can compete. But if we do not play our best, we have no chance.
Well, the other side is also expecting a big challenge. But Barangay Ginebra San Miguel Gin Kings head coach Tim Cohn believes the team is better equipped to go against the TNT Tropang Giga this time around. Cohn says Ginebra will enter the series with a lot more depth than they had when they faced TNT in the Governor's Cup. Besides Malonzo, Ginebra also got back another wingman in Jeremiah Gray, who had been out since July 2023 due to a torn right ACL. Of course, they also added Troy Rosario, whom the Gin Kings acquired just before the mid-season conference began. With more capable guys at his disposal this time, Coach Tim hopes to have a different outcome in Ginebra's revenge series against TNT. Here's Cohn talking about the upcoming series, while also touching on yet another page to his long-standing rivalry with former Alaska assistant Chot Reyes.
I think we're coming into this series with a lot more depth than we had in the last time we played them, and I think that's going to be a big factor for us. Just the idea that we have a little bit more depth and length than we had in the last series we played. We've been at each other for quite a while. We've coached against each other. We've coached with each other. Obviously, the familiarity is there. It's hard to, even with his, Josh, his assistant coach, is with me also with Gila. So, he knows us inside and out. And it's just going to come down to execution. And, you can know whatever you want to know, but if the team executes well, you can still battle through that.
Time now for some volleyball updates. The Cherry-Tigo crossovers are heading to the PVL All-Filipino Conference quarterfinals. That's after they completed a 2-game play-in sweep and eliminated the Farm Fresh Foxies in 4 sets. Final score 29-27, 15-25, 25-22, and 25-21. Aragalang led away with 20 points on 16 attacks, 3 blocks, and an ace. Shaya Adorador added a triple-double with 18 points, 13 excellent digs, and 11 excellent receptions. What is next for Cherry-Tigo? Well, it is a tough test against the defending champions and 5-peat seeking Creamline Cool Smashers. Their best-of-3 quarterfinal series will begin on March 18.
Meantime, the Signal HD Spikers and Zeus Coffee Thunderbells are going head-to-head in the PBL All-Filipino Conference Play-In Tournament. The HD Spikers took control of the first set before the Thunderbells regained their composure to tie the match at 1-all. The third set is currently ongoing, and a win for Signal will secure them the number 7 seed in the quarterfinals, where they will face the Petrogas Angels. Well, stay tuned, because coming up from the baseball field to the Battle Royale, Shohei Ohtani makes history as the first MLB player to join Fortnite's Icon Series. All the details when play-by-play returns only here on One News.
You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. Welcome back. It is an exciting Wednesday ahead as both the UAP and Spikers turf serve up intense volleyball action. 4 UAP games are on tap at the Mall of Asia Arena. Beginning with men's play at 9 a.m. with the NU Bulldogs facing the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Then at 11 a.m. it's a classic rivalry as the DLSU Green Spikers clash with the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Then the women take center stage at 1 p.m. The defending champions NU Lady Bulldogs go head-to-head with the Adamson Lady Falcons. And closing out the day at 3 p.m., it's another rivalry matchup between the DLSU Lady Spikers and the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Meanwhile, 3 matches are on deck at Inares Sports Arena for the 2025 Spikers Turf Open Conference. At 1 p.m., the PGJC Navy Sea Lions face off against the Alpha Insurance Protectors. Then at 3:30 p.m., it's the Crisscross King Crunchers versus the VNS Griffins. And capping off the day at 6 p.m., the Signal HD Spikers take on the Savoj Spin Doctors. Catch all the games live on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and on the Pilipinas Live app. You can also watch the UAP games on the UAP Varsity channel.
We've got an all-NBA lineup in tonight's highlight reel just for you. Let's roll. Let's begin in Brooklyn, where Dalton Connect. This is a great play. The Lakers always run the set play. They go to someone on the wing. At that time, it was Doncic. Then the cutter goes there to the hole. Dalton Connect, sky and high, and for that rack attack. But this is definitely part of J.J. Redick's set plays in his playbook. They just run that play so well for the Lakers. Take a look at that play again. Connect, just attacking furiously to the rim here. But, oh, by the way, Connect had 19 points in this one. But the Lakers, unfortunately, fall to Brooklyn. In Brooklyn, 111-108. No LeBron James because of a groin injury. Let's go to the Warriors and the Blazers now in San Francisco. Butler gets the ball back. He goes to Curry off the curl from Kevon Looney. Takes the 3. No look, too, by the way. How many times, Denise, have we seen that? Steph Curry off balance against 2 defenders. Denny Avdia and Tumani Kamara cannot do anything there. There's nothing you can do, basically. If the greatest shooter of all time hits that one, that's just automatic for him. Give him that much breathing room. Automatic for Curry, who had 24 points, 3 assists, 2 steals, and the Dubs beat the Blazers 130-120 at home. Okay, up next, let's go to Miami. Davion Mitchell, Kalel Ware, stopped by Mark Williams, picked up by LaMelo Ball, and he goes coast to coast. Oh, stop on a dime! Woo! Swerve, bend the corner, whoa, as Jello Ball says. Alam mo ba yung song na yan?
Demo mo na lang, demo mo na lang.
Swerve, bend the corner, whoa. Look at that, faking Tyler Hero, stopping, woo! And then 1 foot fade away for LaMelo Ball. Smooth shot there. What a play from LaMelo. By the way, he had 15 points, 10 assists in the Hornets' comeback 105-102 win over the Miami Heat and South Beach. Up next, we got the Celtics and the Jazz. Jaylen Brown posterizing Walker Kessler. Woo, what a play there for Jaylen Brown. Just he knows on an ISO one-on-one, he's got Kessler beat. And then the slam. And as they said back in the 90s, in your face. Naalala mo yan? In your face. Brown had 26 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals. And the Celtics hold off the Jazz here at home. The defending champs win 114-108. And finally, of course, Grizzlies versus Suns. What a game. Suns almost came back here, but Ja Morant! Woo! What a slam there on the break. 3 minutes left at home, getting the crowd crazy. Grayson Allen, miscue, Booker, Pippen gets it. Off to Ja, who said, by the way, Denise, di na raw siya magdadunk. He's not gonna dunk anymore for the rest of the season. But I beg to differ because life is so much better if Ja Morant flies high and slams the ball. He, by the way, finished 29 points, 12 assists. And Pippen Jr., by the way, had 13 markers and 2 steals. One of those is that play that led to that play. And the Grizzlies outlast the Suns 120-118. Okay, may favorite ka doon?
Yung demo mo,
Swerve in
syempre.
the corner. Whoa.
Pero syempre, abangan natin kung talagang yung ilang dunks pa meron gagawin ito.
Pero di ba, naalala mo sabi niya,
Yeah,
hindi na
exactly.
siya
But I
magdadunk?
mean, he's the #1 highlight for tonight.
And sana sumali din siya sa slam dunk contest.
Let's see. A lot of
Oo.
people are lining up for that.
Exactly. Ito, before we go, Denise, go ahead. Ikaw ito.
well,
Gusto ko, I like this story.
Yeah, before we go, this one's exciting not just for baseball fans, but also the gaming community because before Shohei Ohtani steps on the baseball field for opening day, he'll first be dropping into the Fortnite battlegrounds. That's right, the Los Angeles Dodgers superstar will be added to the Fortnite shop on March 17 as part of the game's Icon series. This makes him the first MLB player to be featured in the popular Battle Royale video game. Ohtani's in-game outfit comes in 3 styles: a white Dodgers uniform for home games, a gray version for away matchups, and a Lego-inspired look for Lego Fortnite. His set also includes a unique back bling, a bobblehead version of his dog, Decoy. And of course, Ohtani's emotes won't disappoint. One shows the Decoy bobblehead tossing baseballs for players to hit, while another features his signature magic wand routine. Ohtani joins the likes of LeBron James in Fortnite's Icon series. And just a day after his in-game debut, he'll take the field in his homeland as the Dodgers open their season against the Chicago Cubs in Tokyo.
And we were just talking about it with our executive producer, Cal Del Rosario, earlier, who's a big baseball fan, by the way. A big Dodgers fan. No, just kidding. She's a big Yankee fan.
Okay.
No, but you were in Japan just
Yes,
recently.
and he was everywhere. We actually...
And partida, Osaka pa yun.
Ay, Osaka pa yun. And we were playing a game, we were counting yung mga, kasi nagko-conveni run kami.
Yeah.
Like ilang
Shohei.
Shohei makikita namin.
And
I've lost count. Sobrang dami.
Just siya dun eh. And
Oo.
then, you know, and deserving niya naman yun. He's just a generational talent. Dagdag ko lang quickly before we say goodbye. Last year din sa Tokyo Marathon, may tumakbo na
Nakaset.
naka-uniform ni Ohtani talaga doon sa Tokyo Marathon. So he's just really loved and it's really cute. May decoy pa yung aso niya doon sa game, and I'm sure the Japanese fans all over the world will also be delighted to have Shohei on Fortnite. And that's all from us tonight, but you can catch us again tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of today's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We're also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Denise Tan, sitting in for Cheska Liton Calao. Thank you for watching.